we are told that there are two disciplines essential for us to become greater wielders of the Christ Spirit. The first of these is the daily practice of a deep love for God and a continual realization of divine parents' abiding presence. Second, an appreciation of God's life in our beings as well as in the heart of every individual. These two things will help us become better wielders of the Christ Spirit. And I found a beautiful illustration of someone who does this in another book by Oprah Winfrey entitled The Wisdom of Sundays. It is filled with life-changing insights from her Super Soul Sunday conversations. And one sharing is the experience Ram Dass had when he first met his guru, become his guru, in India, who would become his spiritual teacher. Ram Dass was traveling in the foothills of the Himalayas when his group stopped at a roadside temple. He saw a man wrapped in a blanket, seated on a table, and around his feet were about 20 people, all dressed in white gowns. Well, Ram Dass stood back as he didn't want to get involved with whatever was going on here. And suddenly the guru pointed at him and, speaking in Hindu, said, "You were out under the stars last night, and you were thinking about your mother. Your mother died." Ram Dass responded, "Yes," and thought, how did he know that? The guru said, "Spleen," which was the organ that had killed Ram's mother. He thought, who is this guy? How did he know? I haven't told anybody about my mother. And that's when he realized that the guru was reading his mind. So his immediate reaction was, if he knows that, he knows everything. He knows all of my secrets. In his words, I looked up at him, and he was looking at me with unconditional love. Unconditional love. He was loving me totally. It had never happened before. Because people love you because you're a good boy or you're a good friend. And he was loving me, all of me, all the stuff of me that I never wanted anybody to know. He knew me, and he loved me. And I found myself saying, home again. In that moment, as he sat in front of the Maharaji, he says he not only felt love, he became love. He loved everybody, all people. Ram Dass explains, he mirrored my soul and made me identify with my soul and not my ego. This was who I thought I was and who I was really. And he said, I want you to love everybody. This experience, one transformational moment in time, changed the course of Ram Dass's life, and he would become a messenger of love for the world. That is the power of the Christ Spirit. This is how the Christ Spirit works through us, no matter our religion or faith or lack of. Only the Christ Spirit can show us how to love completely, love unconditionally. In closing, I will leave you with a quote from someone very close to my heart, who certainly was a wielder of the Christ Spirit and lived his life walking in the light of Christ. My father, Dr. Stephen Isaac. What counts on Easter morning is not seeing the sun rising into an unclouded sky, but to feel the Lord Christ rising into an unclouded consciousness within. It is not important that any of us are remembered in this life, except as Christ is recognized and remembered through us. Amen.